I think the Yvette Shabana switch is at the heart of this, heart of the substance of this reshuffle. Why did Keir Starmer make this switch? And somebody's offered up two or three reasons to me. They said ultimately they think this. So this is a senior Labour government figure. They said ultimately Yvette Cooper was considered more liberal, and they need somebody who is going to do things, not be squeamish about them. They said, and this is a criticism of Yvette Cooper, she would deny, but they say Shabana is more decisive than Yvette. Yvette does have a reputation, fairly or unfairly, for taking her time over decisions. Now, if you go back a year, Yvette Cooper's pretty forceful that she's not going to do digital ID cards. More recently, she seems to have come around to it. But one thing that was highlighted to me is Shabana's instincts on things like digital ID cards are to go for them, whereas Yvette's instincts was not to. And it's that kind of issue upon which you can see a difference between the two politicians. And that is the kind of difference that that is probably going to turn into policy difference. I think at the top of government, they're pretty clear. A change of personnel does mean a change of approach. And so they are expecting Shabana Mahmood to do things that Yvette Cooper probably wouldn't.
The challenge here is going to be, how do you do the vibe shift that you put your finger on there without a sense of chaos? Because if you have a kind of attack opening up for any opposition party saying, last week you were saying this week you're saying that, you do start to unravel that sense. Remember all the politics treading a bit more lightly on our lives era, Sam, or the promise of that. I'm not feeling it's treading much more lightly on my life right now. I don't know about you. And I think one of the issues here is going to be, how do you change so many people, signal to them from number 10 that you want this vibe to be just much more flinty, much more in your face, if you like. And that is clearly taking the fight to reform. We can sense that, without it just looking like everything you said before no longer applies. And also, in some cases, we're not yet sure what it means.